Welcome back to the Treasure of Nadia. We have another part of the story to get through. As always, there is a link down in the description to NLT Media's Discord. In there is a walkthrough section, and in there is a written guide for the game if you don't want to listen to my voice or play the game in one fell swoop. That was a lot of words very, very quickly. While you're down there, please consider hitting like and subscribe. It greatly helps me out. And let's get through this update as fast as we can by first going to Janet's home. Once inside Janet's home, we're going to go speak to Janet herself. And we will then head over to Estro Key to find out where Kaylee is. We will then receive another heart with Naomi for showing her the photo. And then we can follow over to the eastern side to find Kaylee and Alia. But our progress will be thwarted by some rocks, so we're going to need to craft one more rock bomb once again. So let's head back to the crafting table and punch in a jade talisman, silver talisman, some nitroglycerin, and another basic container. Place a rock bomb to blow it up to continue the path. After that scene, we're going to follow Kaylee to the doctor's office. You will then receive a heart with Jessica, and sticking with Kaylee, we're then going to follow her to the park, where you should find her by the crafting area. You now have Kaylee in tow, so we're going to head over to the left hand side. We're then going to head up to the north. After the scene, you then should receive a pirate medallion. You will then have the pirate diary for you to pick up as well. And we are then going to try and attempt to leave the cave, but on our way out we should find Claire, Joey, and the other goon. After that, you should receive Kaylee as a new contact. And with that, it's probably time to do some shopping. So we are going to be heading to Diana next to show her the pirate medallion that we just found. So we'll go over there. We're going to sell all our talisman. That's going to give us another 10,000 in the bank. I'm now up to 24,000. That's going to be a lot of house upgrades and some other stuff. And we're then going to show Diana the talisman that we have. The medallion, should I say, not the talisman, the medallion. From there, I am going to head to the shop. It's time to buy a lot of house upgrades and as well as some other things. We have a lot of outfits to purchase, so it's time to probably go through, pick up all of these other alternative outfits for all of the booty calls that we have so far. You can also buy this recipe chest if you like. If you find a scroll out on a map and you can't remember what it is, if you buy this recipe chest, it will then sit next to the craft recipe place, so you can just look at that, remind you what the craft recipe is. It's up to you. I'm not going to purchase it because I'm using the guide, so it doesn't really matter to me. And then we're going to go through and try and pick up some of these cheaper upgrades for the outside. So I'm going to pick up garden plants, for example. Discounted sofa is nice and cheap as well. Going to purchase that. Living room rug. Ferns. You could buy different types of plants and different types of rugs. It doesn't add any value to your house, so it doesn't matter. The green curtains, for example, I could purchase. That would be another one. I could then buy white curtains if I wanted to. You don't have to, it's pretty up to you. The basic TV is going to be another purchase for me. And then save yourself a little bit of money. Save yourself like 15 grand. Go through all the booty calls and bounce in and out. If I can find a graphic for what you need for what person, for what booty call, I'll leave it up on the screen right now so you can purchase exactly what you want for whichever booty call you would like to have. Eventually we're going to have all of these things, but the money is going to come very easy later in the game. That's why I'm not rushing in farming stuff right now, and I'm not focused on trying to get all the booty calls in right now, because money becomes way easier later and later into the game where you get. Now, back to the story side of it, we're going to head to the church, and we're going to show Madeline the pirate diary that we just found. After the chat with Madeline, we're then going to head to the library, where we should find Parissa, as well as Diana. We're going to go chat to Parissa. And then we're going to head over to Estro Key, where we should find Sam and Michael having a chat. We are then going to head over to the Squall Mart and head inside where we need to try and purchase a kayak license exam. It has now appeared for us to purchase. We're going to purchase that. After purchasing it, we are then going to complete our license exam. The first answer is going to be sunscreen. The second answer is going to be winds from the west at 15 knots plus. The third answer is going to be beer. And then the final answer is going to be south. Once we have completed the exam, we can then go to Michael and present that to him. And then we can follow Michael to the Estro Park and follow him all the way over to the river, where we will be taking part in a little bit of a mini game where we have to avoid hitting the rocks for 30 seconds. You can use your arrow keys or you can use your mouse for this one. It doesn't matter. You can also try and collect some money if you want. You can go forwards, you can go backwards. Just try and do it for 30 seconds. It's not the hardest challenge in the world. It might take you a couple of times just in case. And the final few seconds. I've made some good bit of money off this as well. And now that is complete. We will then have a little training scene. All you have to do is keep clicking through this until Diana turns up. From there, we're going to follow Diana back to the pot where we got on the kayaks. We're going to go to the left hand side and up. And then we can go speak to Diana herself. And we'll have a little journey over the river to a new part of the map over here. We're going to have a little bug for us to squish. We don't have anything so far that will get us through this bush to go this. There is a little broken key for us to pick up down here. We also have a little mini rock puzzle down here just to complete and open up a path to the north. We're going to pop it over once and then twice and then 3 times. Should be able to then get back around it, then come back up and boop it like that. That is going to open up the path to the north. We have the bugs that we can't get through here, so don't worry about those. We have a jar over here for us to break using our pickaxe. Doing that is going to give us some more gaffer tape. Once we have cleared the path to the north, we're going to head over to the east because there is going to be a couple of sparkles for us to pick up very quickly, as well as a craft recipe for us to have a look at, which is going to be ant killer, as well as a chest that we cannot open quite yet. We do not have a chest key. We'll now make our way up to the north where we're going to sneak past all of these like so. Pick up this plant over here, which could be a maca plant, and then make our way over to this old map. Pick up the sparkle as well while it's here. We then need to clear these rocks in a little way just to make a clear path through here. So I'm going to pop this one over to the right out of the way. Just trying to think of the best way of doing this. I don't know, to be honest, off the top of my head. Pop him up, pop him up, pop him over to the side, pop him up, pop him over to the side, and now we have cleared the path through here. That is going to remove all of the rocks, and now Diana will come join us in this area. Then after the scene here, we're going to be free to pick up this rusty key, and then you can head back to Diana whenever you're ready, and travel back to the other side of the river. After a little chat, Diana, you will receive the tick back artifact, and then we're going to head back down to the south. We're going to head over to this tree over here, question mark? There it is. There is a weak crumbly place just underneath this tree. It's quite hard to find, and then you use your pickaxe. Doing that will give you a chest key. We can then head to the right and head to the north a couple of times, where we'll have Michael's kayak that we can free use ourselves, and that will take us over to this side of the river. We can then go over here, over to the right, and we can open up this chest for another Kama Sutra page. To get back to the other side of the river, you just have to go back to your kayak. From there, we're going to head up to the squat bar, and we're going to go speak to Emily. That will then receive another heart with Emily, and you would have lost your maca plant as you just gave it to her. One at the shop, we are then going to purchase one of these, which is going to be some plastic wrap, as well as a piece of aluminium. We're then going to go outside and speak to Ash, and we're going to purchase a new photo of Janet. We can then head back into Estro Park, head over to the left hand side, and we're going to find where Michael's kayak is. On the ground, you may have noticed this scraggly little pattern like so. We're going to use our pickaxe on it. Doing that is going to give us some fossilized algae. We're then going to go over to where Diana's kayak was, over to the other side. And we're going to do the same again on the floor over here. Doing so is going to give us some quartz. And we now should have all of the items needed to craft some ant killer. So we're going to go to the crafting table. And we're going to punch in our quartz, the rusty key, the aluminium, as well as the fossilized algae. We will then receive ant killer, and we can head back to the kayak and travel back over the road. Doing so, we'll then have the ability to remove these ants with the ant killer, and we'll be able to pick up another maca plant. This time with the maca plant, we're going to take it to the parlor instead, follow Parissa out back, and we can give her the maca plant. That will receive another heart with Parissa, and you may notice a gap in the grass over here when it comes to the planting stuff. We can go here and we can plant our red giesing ourselves as well. With that done, we can then head inside and speak to Parissa. You will then receive an awareness boost for that as well. You'll receive a continuous awareness boost until you receive a gold talisman. The red giesing is going to be similar to a golden talisman in that sense when you gift it to Parissa. From there, we're going to head over to the mansion for a meeting with Sophia. After the meeting at the mansion, we're going to head to the library to have a little chat to Diana. And after that brief chat, we're going to head over to the bar for rush hour. This little mini game, we've got to be a little server for Tasha, so we're going to head out back. We're going to head out back once again, and we're going to take everyone's orders. We're then going to head back to Tasha once we've got all the orders in tow. We'll click on the sparkle, and then we're going to be told by Tasha that we don't have any peanuts, so we need to go to the store for that. But first, we're going to drop off the drinks, so let's head out back. This guy on the right hand side has asked for a beer. Albert has asked for a rum, of course. The guy in the red shirt has asked for a mojito. This gentleman over here has asked for a whiskey, leaving green top guy the margarita. With that done, we can then run to the store to pick up some peanuts. We're then going to be able to purchase some peanuts in here while we have a little chat to Diana. We'll then receive another heart with Tasha. You should be up to 3 with Tasha now. And while we're here, we're going to save some time. We're going to head out back. We're going to click on the grill. I'm going to use our lighter. Doing so is going to give us some fly ash. We are then going to break this jar down here with our pickaxe. That's going to give us a basic container, and we will then have a craft recipe over here to keep an eye on, which is going to be a rat trap. We're then going to head back inside and notice this roach goes inside the men's bathroom, so we're going to pop in there and grab him. And then we're going to head to Astro Park and head over to the crafting area, where we should run into Diana. After the altercation in the cave, we are then going to head back out and then make our way towards Janet's home. At Janet's home, we're going to find Janet chasing around a rat in the garden. And we're going to be tasked with trying to catch that rat ourselves. As we've already picked up the items from the bar, we're going to head straight to Astro Key and go to the crafting area. And we're going to punch in all of the ingredients for this. So we have the gaffer tape, the plastic wrap, the basic container, and of course the roach. That is then going to give us a rat trap. And we can head back to Janet's home, pick up the red geezing plant as it is here, and speak to Janet. Present to her the rat trap. Once you place the rat trap, just head inside of Janet's home and talk to Janet. After the chat with Janet, we're going to head back outside and check on the rat trap. And after the scene at the doctor's, you will then receive another heart with Jessica as well as her as a new contact. Upon exiting the doctor's, you will run into Janet. And then we're going to fire ourselves over to the squall mart, because with a new contact, that means another outfit for us to purchase, and we should have plenty of money spare, so we're going to pick that up, and we are then going to head back to the bar and have a little chat to Ash and Albert. From there, we're going to head over to the lighthouse, and now with 6 of the lighters lit, or 6 of the torches lit with our lighter, there should now be a basic container for us to pick up. And now with that basic container in our inventory, we're going to head and make another rock bomb. I need to make sure that I've got a jade talisman and a silver talisman in tow. I do. So we have just enough ingredients to make 1 more rock bomb. With that crafted, we can then fire ourselves back to the lighthouse. We're then going to head downstairs in the lighthouse. We're going to use our rock bomb on this wall over here. Sorry, Albert, we've just blown up your house. We're then going to walk through here. And after a little chat with Albert, we are then going to read this book for a little bit of lore. And then we're going to use our pickaxe on the floor over here. Doing that is going to give us another chest key. We can then head back to the bar where the chest was earlier that we didn't open, so head out back once again, and there's going to be another chest over here on the left hand side. Use the chest key on that. There's going to be another Kama Sutra page for Jessica. From there, it's time to head back to Astro Park, and we're going to do a little bit of crafting. You could have done this a little bit earlier, but we're going to wait until now. We are going to craft up our new shovel. To do that, we're going to need a silver talisman, the ultra shovel handle, the alloy shovel head, as well as a carbon shovel shaft. We now have the swift shovel. You did it. A new swift shovel is added into your inventory. This new shovel makes digging faster, so it's going to make all the animations and all of the different ones very, very slightly quicker. And with that, we are going to end the episode here on this one. I will catch you in the next one. Hit like as always, hit subscribe, and peace out.